What is going on, guys? Today I'm going to be talking about the new chapter that came out today, chapter 946 of One Piece, of course. O-Lin versus Queen, right? It was a pretty interesting battle, to say the least, but it didn't last too long, so there's not too much to cover. The whole chapter, actually, was pretty short, which was really disappointing. I remember I was on, page 13, and I was thinking, man, only, 5 to 6 more pages left, and then there were 2 pages left. So I was pretty disappointed by that, but it was a good chapter overall, especially because it seems to be leading into something big. But we'll save that for the end of the video. Let's do this chronologically. So first of all, okay, no shit that Queen didn't stand a chance against Big Mom. The outcome of that battle was basically exactly what was expected. I mean, I guess it took her 2 shots to take him down, opposed to my prediction of 1, but who's really counting at that point? I mean, right? It was a complete blowout. For some reason, a lot of people seem to think that it was going to take her a relatively important amount of time to take out Queen. Like something was going to be accomplished because they were so busy fighting each other. But no. No. Did we see Kaido versus Luffy? Did we see that happen? I saw it happen for sure. And not just was Kaido wasted, apparently, but he one-shotted Luffy, and I think that Luffy would beat Queen. So it made sense to me what happened here for sure. I mean, Big Mom is also a Yonko, and it's Queen. Yeah, he's Queen, but he's only Queen. It's Big Mom. So, O-Lin, excuse me, right. So which really, you kind of could argue is completely different thing, since she has an entirely different psyche when she's like this. So, yes, O-Lin, of course, excuse me on that. Something interesting after that, I thought, this devastation destroyed Kawamatsu's cage, or at least it opened it. He is presumably still stuck in there. He's chained up, which is why Raizo is getting the key or whatever to him. I thought that was a little ridiculous. How all these people are like, oh man, that cage with the weird thing in it was finally broken, but he must be dead, or there can't be anything in there. What's going on here? This is the most ridiculous foreshadowing ever. I mean, we already know what's going to happen. It's already been foreshadowed that he's going to break out. So I thought it was really weird how ridiculous these people are acting, but it doesn't really affect anything because, like I said, we already know he's going to get out. I just thought it was weird. To the point that I thought it was pretty ridiculously funny, actually. I was laughing when I was reading it. I thought that was pretty cool. Along the same lines, along the same token, Luffy out loud saying that he ate it all. Okay, again, what's going on here? What is going on here? What is Oda thinking writing this in? It's fine. I think it's funny, and it again doesn't really affect anything because it's not like Big Mom wasn't going to come over there eventually anyway. But sure, okay, I guess he thought that out loud, and he has now provoked a fight with Big Mom. So that's really cool. Also, speaking of that, the whole reason that she is attacking him, O-Lin is really nice. Really nice. I mean, I kind of, thought that she just was cool around people. She wanted to hang out with Chopper and whatnot. Okay. But she would still have her hunger strikes and whatnot. Or not strikes exactly, but I figured that would be, I think everyone figured that was still going to be part of her thing, but I guess not. She actually wanted to share the food with all of her new friends, which was really shocking to me. I mean, she still did have the heart eyes and whatnot. I'm sure she would have eaten at least half of it before she decided to share it with everyone. But at the end of the day, that seems to be her main goal there. So that's pretty interesting. I'm shocked by that. I'm excited to see where that's going to go. And lastly, again, it was a short chapter, so here we are already at the end. But the most important thing, of course, that happened, we're getting a little bit more of a glimpse into this armament haki. First, we get to see Luffy somehow destroys these collars. I'm assuming that it's via the same method that Rayleigh used to destroy the collars in Sabaody. However, I am pretty unclear as to what is actually going on here right now. I mean, the panel we see where he does it, he has armament haki on his hands, and he seems to be just ripping the collars apart. So, okay. I mean, I guess I could see that as being it's just giving him a strength buff, which isn't really how armament haki is explained in the past, but okay, that kind of seems to be what it is. But this is weird, Because not too many chapters ago, what it was seeming like advanced armament hockey is going to be is like an extension of your body, right? Like if you punch and you miss by a little bit, it's like you have a larger attack range than you originally would have had without it. So, okay, that seemed really cool. I was a huge fan of that concept, but that doesn't seem to be what's going on here. I'm not really sure what's going on. It seems like it's just on his hand and then he just breaks the collar off. Like how what does that have to do with extending it from his body? Maybe it's like an awakening of a devil fruit where he is like injecting his arm and hockey into the collars, which is causing them to explode or something. I mean, I don't really know. It doesn't make too much sense. Maybe that's what's going on, but that also isn't really that consistent with just like launching it out of your body. Sure, it's similar, I suppose. But that doesn't even seem to be what's going on here because the collars were not black. It was just Luffy's hands, and he seemed to be ripping them apart. Like, the shape of the collar is as if it's being ripped apart. So, I don't know what's going on here. It seems like it's important, though, right? Because the whole ending of the chapter is this guy being like, nope, you're going to do it again right now so you can just get it down, get the muscle memory going. Luffy's like, are you out of your goddamn mind? But, all right, send it. And so he's got armament hockey on his hands, ready to go take on Big Mom. Again, a weird thing about that. What does that have to do with anything? Like, okay, so he did in fact use advanced armament hockey to get rid of these collars. That is what's causing it. But then, okay, so how would that apply to defending this guy? Does advanced armament hockey have multiple uses? Is it like something you can do to destroy objects as well as project armament hockey from out of your body, as well as just like be a buff to the original hockey, which is what he's going to use to defend against Big Mom? Like, I'm pretty unclear as to what's going on here. So, all right, Oda. I mean, fair. I guess it seems like you're going to be giving us this next chapter, right? This cliffhanger is going to lead into the next one, hopefully. I mean, we could cut back to all the other stuff, which would be pretty Oda-like, which is how we got here in the first place, but I would like to have this resolved. I'm very curious as to how armament hockey is working now, the advanced version. I've been talking about it with my friends all morning. I don't understand what's going on here, so I guess we'll find out. Maybe this is actually going to make it possible for Luffy to compete with Yonkos. I highly doubt that, and that seems a little ridiculous, but who knows? Maybe he'll actually be able to do some damage here, which we don't necessarily want because O-Lin is kind of like a friend at this point. So Chopper needs to communicate that to Luffy so that there can be some kind of risk. Really, Chopper should just go in there and be like, okay, O-Lin, listen, like, this is our guy. Like, this is why we're here. This is the real reason. We need to chill out here. So that's it, right? I mean, that's basically the whole chapter. Hopefully get some more on this armament hockey. But yeah, really good overall. I enjoyed it a lot. Super excited for the next one. Thank God there's no break. There better not be a break after we just had one, but there's not, so that's cool. That's all I got to say on this chapter, boys. If you enjoyed this video, remember to give it a thumbs up and subscribe if you haven't already. Remember to leave me a comment letting me know what you thought about this video. If you, I mean, there's really not too much to disagree with me here, right? I basically just said the things that happened in this chapter. Maybe there's something I missed or something. Somehow I overlooked. Let me know and make fun of me for that. That'll be cool. That all being said, hope you guys have an excellent rest of your day. Enjoy the start of your weekend, and I'll talk to you guys on Sunday with the new chess piece video, which is going to be super awesome. See you guys later.